Good afternoon, my name's Ryan Willard and today I'm in Al which is in the industrial part of Dubai, and we're actually in a sort of mechanical auto service centre. As you can see behind me, there's all these cars which have been in road accidents. This van behind me is obviously quite badly damaged. Inside there's all sorts of cars with the fronts ripped off, and it's a little bit of an interesting reminder of cities that are totally dependent on the motor vehicle, on cars for their main way of traversing, of getting around the city. We look at European cities and the sort of the progress that we make towards having cycle routes and pedestrian routes, whereas a lot of the new cities that are being built, particularly in the Middle East, are very dependent on the motor car, and that's because of the oil industry, having oil and petroleum as main source of the driving forces of the economy. But there's also a darker side to having cities which are so dependent on cars and motor vehicles. One is obviously you get cities which are totally inhospitable to pedestrian life, to walking, to street life. Dubai does not have streets. Streets only exist in the shopping malls. There is the sustainability issue, of course, of having such, when everybody requires a car, that obviously increases our fossil fuel usage, and the space that's taken up, that could be used for natural spaces, is taken up by roads. And also, as we can see here, the amount of accidents that happen here in Dubai is enormous. The levels of driving safety, people doing all sorts of crime. I mean, I've seen some crazy things here in the last few years. It's been busy. I once saw a guy cycling the wrong way up the motorway, and he had a fridge freezer on the back of his bicycle going up the end of the motorway. Insane, absolutely crazy. And as a result, a lot of people lose their lives here with speeding, with poor driving, and it kind of comes to here where you sort of see these graveyards filled with cars and vehicular damage all over the place. So, a little thought there about the impact that motor vehicles have on our cities, and particularly people like Elon Musk, who totally revolutionizing our cars, with the new Teslas that are the first electronic cars, and cars that can be charged very quickly using battery packs. We're going to see a change and a move away from cars which are powered by oil and by petrol, and we'll see what modern cities will look like in the future without such huge dependency on cars.